Hey guys, I know I've been a little MIA lately. At least I feel like I've been MIA, and I just wanted to discuss why with you guys. And it is personal, but I feel like since I haven't posted a video in like 2 weeks and I don't know when I'm going to resume normal videos, I'm hoping just in like the next week or two. But since there is this little hiatus, I feel like I owe it to you guys to just explain what's kind of going on in my world. And the reason for it is also something that I think is important and I want to talk about and shed some light on. This video is not going to be that long, but I just wanted to sit down and talk to you guys real quick. And basically, what's been happening with me is for the past 6 months, I've been dealing with pretty bad anxiety, and it's just been growing over the past 6 months, basically to a point where it's not really feasible for me to live my life this way. I did go see a psychiatrist last week, and I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder, which really isn't that surprising to me considering the way I've been feeling the past few months, and the past few weeks especially have been extremely trying on me, extremely difficult for me to get through every single day. And if you are someone that struggles with anxiety or depression or any other type of mental disorder or issue or whatever you want to call it for lack of better words, then you will sympathize with me on this and you will understand. If you don't suffer from those types of things, then first of all, you're extremely lucky and you should be grateful. And second of all, I don't really expect you to understand, because unless you've felt the feeling, I don't think it's possible for anyone to understand, because it's not a physical thing on the outside. It's not something you can see. And I think when there is an issue, and in my case it is a disorder that someone has that isn't something that can be seen or really explained to outside people really discredit that. Like, oh, you're just having a hard time, everyone has a hard time, blah blah blah, like think happy thoughts, take deep breaths, like figure it the fuck out, get over it. Like, okay, like you don't think I wish it was that easy. So for anyone who doesn't understand, I feel every day the way you feel when you're extremely nervous. Just as an example, a lot of people get really nervous to like give a speech to the class. So just put yourself in that mindset for a second of giving a speech to a huge audience, and you're so nervous and your hands are shaking and you're clammy and your stomach is so nauseous and you have the worst butterflies and you're racing in your head. What can go wrong? You're psyching yourself out. It's a horrible feeling. I think we've all felt that before when we're extremely nervous about something, and I feel that way 24/7. I'm constantly worried in my mind, thinking of everything that could be going wrong, going through a checklist 24/7, thinking about things I might have forgotten, what's wrong, and even when nothing is wrong, and I can rationalize with myself that nothing is wrong, it doesn't matter. I have the worst upset stomach, I'm shaking, I'm jittering, I'm just nervous all the time. And that is how you feel if you are living with a generalized anxiety disorder. And let me tell you, when your mind is so paralyzed by this feeling, it paralyzes the rest of you and it paralyzes your life. You can't do anything. I have such a long list of videos that I need to film. I have so many assignments for school that I need to do. I have all this shit that is so important to me, that's important to my life, that I have prioritized. And because of the way I feel in my mind, I cannot do anything. And thankfully, since I did go see a doctor and I did talk to someone and I did seek out treatment, because it got to a point that I could not continue to live my life this way every day without medication, I was prescribed something and I am starting to take that, and hopefully that will even out the chemicals in my brain that are misfiring, making me think in a way that is seriously affecting my life negatively, because that's honestly what it is. It is a physical chemical imbalance in my brain. It is genetic. My mother has horrible anxiety and depression. My sister has horrible anxiety and depression. I am so fortunate that so far at 21 years old, I do not have depression, but the anxiety is so severe. You guys, my stomach is so upset every single day because I'm that nervous for no reason other than that there's a chemical imbalance in my brain that I have been lucky if I've consumed about 300 calories of food a day, because the second I eat, no matter how hungry I am, my body rejects food. Rejection, because I'm so nauseous. And it's out of my control. That's the thing. People think like, oh, you're anxious? Like, calm yourself down, take deep breaths, think happy thoughts. Like, you know nothing's wrong. Or when people are depressed, like, whatever, get over it. Like, cheer yourself up. Like, go out there, surround yourself with happy people. Like, you can't just fix yourself when something is going on in your brain. Like, it's out of everyone's control. And I just think so many people that don't have any type of mental issue completely discredit people that do. And I think people that do almost have this fear of speaking out about it or seeking treatment, etc., because there is such a stigma that if it's mental, if it's not something that can be seen by all the outside people, it's not real or doesn't really matter. And that is bullshit. It fucking matters. It matters so much that it's affecting me to where you guys haven't seen a video from me in 2 weeks, or I have late assignments I haven't done because my mind paralyzes me. It's the worst fucking feeling. And I'm so happy that I want to talk to someone who could explain to me why I was feeling the way I did and could prescribe me something to help balance out the chemicals in my brain, because if I didn't, it would never get better. It would never possibly get better without medication. If anything, it would get worse. And that is why I haven't been posting a lot lately, is because I've just been taking time to focus on myself. I've been taking the medicine, just trying to get it into my system a little bit to try and make me feel better. And today and yesterday were the first days in weeks that I felt normal, that I could eat normally, that I wasn't nervous all day long. I felt like a slightly normal person again. And if any of you feel that you are suffering from anxiety or depression or any other type of mental disorder, illness, anything, it is not something to be ashamed of. It is not your fault. And so many people, millions of people, are suffering from it just like you. But people don't talk about it because it's taboo. And I don't know why. Your mental health is so important. If your mind isn't thinking properly, how can the rest of your body do anything properly? Your brain and your mind is what's fueling your entire being, your entire life, your wants, your desires. It's affecting everything. And if something in your mind is wrong, how the fuck can you move on? And if you are suffering the way I was with anything, I urge you to go talk to someone. It is not something to be embarrassed of. If anything, it is a sign of strength that you want to help yourself and better yourself, because I promise you, I could not have continued living each day, day by day, the way I was if I had not gone and spoken to someone and had not been prescribed something. And I'm not ashamed to say that I am now on an anti-anxiety, antidepressant pill. I am not ashamed, because that pill is the only thing that's going to rewire my brain to try and help me to be more normal just in my day-to-day life. And it is a real thing, and anyone who tries to discredit you feeling this way the way I do can literally go suck a fucking dick, because I'm sitting here telling you that I feel this way every fucking day. I'm now on medication to not feel this way every fucking day. It's not a sign of weakness. It's something that millions of people are dealing with. It's something that you were probably born with. I know for a fact I got this genetically from my mom's side of the family, for a fact. That's out of my control. It's out of your control, and I urge you to speak to someone and maybe consider being prescribed something if you speak to someone and they say that whatever your situation is at the level that medication would be helpful to you, because there is no shame in wanting to better your day-to-day life if something is wrong mentally. Mental health is something that not enough people talk about, and it's so important, because if you don't feel good mentally, you can't go to class, you can't do your schoolwork, you can't make your YouTube videos, you don't even want to hang out with your friends, you don't want to do anything. It's not just a cop-out to get out of doing not fun stuff like work or school or whatever. It affects you even doing fun things. You don't want to go do fun things. Maybe you have social anxiety. Maybe you can't go to parties anymore because your social anxiety has gotten so bad. Maybe you just don't want to go anywhere because you're just so depressed and down and out of it that you can't even get yourself to physically move. It literally affects every single aspect of your life, your relationships. It affects everything when your mind isn't thinking the way you're used to it thinking, etc. And as someone who's only been dealing with this for the past 6 months, and it's just in the past month gotten to a place that it's so bad that I 100% needed to be prescribed something to get through each day. I can remember how I was before 6 months ago, and it's literally night and day. I don't know what happened overnight to start the shift in me having not generalized anxiety disorder to now severely having it, but that's how it goes, and that's part of my life, and it's something I have to accept. And if I didn't go get treatment now, I don't even want to begin to think about how much worse it could possibly get in another 6 months if I hadn't gone and spoken to someone. And I just want all of you to know that if you're suffering from something mentally, whatever it is, there are so many things under the sun you could be suffering from mentally. I can only really speak on behalf of anxiety because that's what I have. It's not something to be ashamed of. You are normal. A lot of people are suffering from this. Your own homegirl's suffering from this. It's an important thing. It needs to be talked about. It's not a bad thing to go get help or to go to therapy or to talk to someone once a week or to be prescribed medication. It's not. Why is it if someone breaks their arm, they can go get a cast to fix their bone? Why is it if someone cuts themselves, they can go get stitches? Like, all these things that are physical, okay, go fix it. But if it's a mental thing, it's almost like, oh, well, you should be able to just think your way out of it. Like, no. And people that don't get it are just fortunate because they don't experience it. If you have never experienced it, it's almost hard to ever understand it. But I'm telling you, the people are suffering from it every fucking day. I'm one of those people, and that's why I've been a little AWOL. I do still love you guys so much. I just wanted to let you know that that's what's been up with me. Things are getting better. Things will be back to normal, hopefully sooner than later. I appreciate the immense support that you guys give me. I want you to know that if you are suffering from something, it is okay to ask for help. If you want to reach out to me and talk to me about something, reach out to me, talk to me. I will help you. I will be there for you. I love you guys. The whole purpose of this channel is to help you guys, help young women, help young men, whoever the fuck watches, to let them know they're not alone in the big scary world that we fucking live in. I want to help all of you in any fucking way that I can. And I just wanted to spread some light on this. Mental health is a real thing that really needs to be talked about. I have a mental disorder. I am now on medication to fix that, and that is just how my life is going to be now. Again, if any of you need to reach out to me and talk to me, if you're in a dark place mentally, if you're dealing with anxiety, I can relate to you. Anything you want to talk to me about, send me a message, send me an email, send me a DM, whatever the fuck, I will talk to you. I will talk to you. I'm not better than any of you because I'm filming a video on YouTube. I will talk to any of you about anything if you need someone to talk to. Someone is here for you. Someone loves you. I promise you, I'm not lying. I really fucking care about you guys so fucking much. I hope you guys understand where I'm coming from. Thank you so much for understanding. Hopefully you're understanding. If you're not understanding, then you're ignorant. I just wanted to quickly put this out there. I love you guys so much. I hope this clears up any confusion on why I haven't been posting videos. I know you guys have reached out to me for advice. I do have advice videos I have coming up. I am gonna give you your advice, I promise. And I do have funny stories, and I do have tons of stuff coming, and I'm gonna get it up there. I just needed a few weeks to fucking breathe. Thanks for understanding. I love you guys. Have a great day.